In this video, we're going to discuss one of the three main ways to download Zacks data into Excel, the multi-company table. A multi-company table allows you to create a table containing various data items from Zacks databases for a ticker list. To get started, we're going to click on the cell we want to work in. We're going to go to the Zacks ribbon at the top, and we'll click on multi-company table. In this first step of the multi-company table link wizard, we're going to figure out our orientation and what we want to be displayed. So at first, in this first option, we'll have the company and tickers going down, and we'll have the data going across. And in the second option, we'll have the data going down, and we'll have the companies going across. For this one, let's have the companies and tickers go down and the data go across. We also have the ability to hide and view some of these options. So if we don't want to see the date, we can uncheck. We can uncheck the item name, or we can display the company name or not. Let's go ahead and keep all of those checked. This is similar to the other Excel link visuals, but this is actually the second step of the multi-company table link wizard. We have the databases on the left, we have the categories in the middle here, and we have the item on the right. On the far right here, this is the column where we'll add all of the items we want to be incorporated into our report. So for this, we're going to do some pricing information. So what we can do is we can either double click on what we want, or we can click the add button. So we'll go ahead and we'll double click our items. Okay. Now there is this empty feature. So if we wanted to put an empty column in between one of these items, we could do so. This could be used for manual inputs, or if you needed to run a calculation on some of the previous values. For now, we'll leave that as is. Then we'll click Next. This is the third step of the multi-company table wizard. This is where we'll input our ticker list. So this first option is a manual ticker list input. So we will just go through and we'll add the tickers we want to display. The second ticker list comes from a TXT file that you created that could contain the different ticker reports that you have. The third one is for Zacks Screener subscribers, and it will allow you to build a ticker selection based on a screen definition that you have selected. We'll go ahead and we'll do the first one for now, which is the tickers to be entered in the first table column. This says enter tickers in column starting from active cell. So when we click OK, it's going to show us where our active cell is. And here we'll go ahead and we'll incorporate our ticker list. So we have our tickers included right here, and we'll go ahead and we'll hit refresh all. So now you'll see we have our tickers, our company, and then we'll have all the data point we included in our report. If we want to go in and edit that, we'll click the first cell of the multi-company report, and we'll go ahead and click multi-company report again. We'll notice that everything in here is the same, so if you want to add or change or remove an item, that can be done by just simply going in and editing the multi-company report. For here will remain the same. The next thing we could do is to utilize a text file. In order to do that, we'll set up the same situation by adding our different items. We'll hit next, and we're going to do ticker list. So this will pull up a custom ticker list that was created in a text file. It will come from this C Zacks 51 port section, and it will look like this. So this is one I put together. It's just 5 tickers. It's a list within a text file. And this is what my report will run off of. This is great if you have many different reports created and you want to be able to easily select through the different options. So we'll go ahead and click Open, Finish, and then we'll refresh the data. So here we'll now see that we have our ticker list that's from that text file we just had, as well as the items that are being incorporated. The last option we have is the multi-company table utilizing the Zacks Screener for those who have subscribed to the Zacks Screener. So this will add in the same items. We'll hit next, and we'll use our screen definition criteria here. So for the one that I put together, I created a screen just to give me all of the S&P 100 members. So anytime there is a new ticker that enters into the S&P 100 and one that gets removed, it will actually automatically adjust based on my screen definition. So I'll go ahead and hit finished, refresh. So what this is going to do is pull a dynamic ticker list of the S&P 100 members, which is what my criteria was based off of. So the great part about the multi-company table is the ability to pull in many different items with different dates and for a big ticker list. Thank you for watching Zacks Excel Link, how to use the multi-company table.